You chose option A, to sit on the nearest bench instead of standing and over-analysing the options. To explore the feeling of this action, I reflected on the ways in which this project has made me less ambivalent through action and through making. The prime example of this was the exhibition of my pieces. I can honestly say I've never been more proud of myself than the putting together of Divining Lines. After my instigation of it and finding 7 other artists, it became a collaborative exhibition exploring the intersection between us as people and the world around us. I was able to create this event, therefore making connections, by being less ambivalent and committing to an idea. What I had in the gallery was an interactive installation. The 3 wooden items you saw at the first choice point, lettered A, B, or C. Then a parody of a Choose Your Own Adventure book, full of mundane and familiar choices that would lead the viewer to open A, B, or C. My main observation was that most people I spoke to got A or B. Hardly anyone got C. I realised the way I had formatted the book had this impact. On each page of 2 choices, I had put the more idealistic and optimistic choice first, and the more pessimistic and sometimes more realistic option second. This created a pattern that meant the less idealistic options tended to lead someone to C. It made me think, when interacting with choice-based media, people tend to choose the option they'd like to think of themselves choosing, if that makes sense. We choose something based on the choices we wish we did actually make. Would you realistically have just sat on the closest bench? Or would you have paused and weighed up the options? When I decided to open the door to doing my research project about ambivalence, I was scared that I would become a more fickle and existential character. In fact, I have, thankfully, become a less ambivalent individual. I achieved what I set out for once. My hope is that you'll leave this video with slightly healed thoughts about choice. I, for one, have a better relationship with choice. Funny that my commitment to a project that's partially about non-commitment would land me with things like a job offer at a gallery, or a sense of actually knowing what I'm doing. Though, I still can't choose a good ending for this video, so I'll just leave you with these words from those famous children's books. Choose your own adventure. You're the star of the story.